Welcome to Adeptus On-Air, the show where we examine how individuals and companies make decisions that drive their business and personal success. Each week, we connect with notable professionals who pull back the curtain on the industries that Adeptus has been on the cutting edge of for the last 30 years, including music, sports, and entertainment, as well as new emerging markets.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Adeptus On-Air. I am your host again, Mike Hoffman, and today I am joined by Kingsley Lincoln. Kingsley, how are you?
I'm wonderful. It's Friday, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's always good on a Friday. So I am going to introduce you, but I'm going to quote you. So I'm not getting anything wrong. So if you don't like what I say, you only have one person to blame, and that's yourself. So Kingsley is an indie singer, entrepreneur, beauty mogul with a heart full of magic and illuminates conversations, leaving you inspired, healed, and tickled pink. But to be clear, as we discussed briefly, if you're watching this on YouTube and not listening, we could change tickled pink to tickled purple. Yeah, I couldn't pull that look off. I just want to say that.
That's okay.
Yeah, for so many reasons. One, my kids would kill me. Two, I'm pretty bald. So yeah, so neither one works, but for you, it works wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's and I like how you have everything matching it, the lipstick, the eye, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Yeah, it probably takes you a little while longer than it takes me. It might,
Honestly, no, I'm a 10-minute girl. 10 minutes.
I will say this: that's about 9.5 minutes more than it takes me. So I still think I win the battle. So talk to me, because it's obviously a pretty diverse thing, from singer, entrepreneur, and beauty mogul. And what kind of impressed me about you is when I kind of researched you a little bit, and obviously you have passion for music, which I want to talk about. But it seems like you're also pretty business driven in your approach to your career path.
Yeah.
So kind of talk to me about how you kind of got into music, because I think it was at a pretty young age, but how over time it's kind of evolved into not just a passion, but a career.
Yeah, singing since I was young. I feel like that's not an unusual story.
Mm-hmm.
But when I turned like 18, I had this mindset. I'm like, I'm gonna move to LA. I'm doing it, mom and dad. And my parents were like, LOL, no, you're going to college. You're gonna go to college. And I was a music ed major at first, and I ended up teaching like a sixth grade band class.
Oh, wow.
And the headache that stayed for the week long made me be like, what else do I want to do in life?
Yeah.
If I have to get this degree, I can't do this. And shout out to middle school band teachers, middle school choir teachers. You are the saints. You are the heroes of the world, because could not be me. And so I kind of changed my major over, and I got a business degree and a vocal performance degree.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was getting this business degree, I was kind of very unorthodox, and like I didn't wear a suit to go to class. If I'm paying $60,000
looking at you, I wouldn't use the word unorthodox at all. Really,
I'm just not
How
gonna
odd.
do it. Not gonna do it. I don't wear shoes. I earth. I'm a hippie, and so from there, the dean of the School of Business was like, "What are you? Who are you? Why do I always see you in this building? What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting a business degree, but I'm trying to figure out how it's going to help me into the real world." And I ended up creating a degree at NIU. So like mashing these two, business and music,
Wow.
together, and got to like pick all the classes. I still had to take like accounting and stuff, and
Sure.
just kind of learned the world of music in such a professional lens that has just shaped how I do music today.
Yeah.
And I'm still creative, and I love creativity, but there is so much more out there than just singing. And we only get a sliver of that if you're like a performance major.
So what I love about these podcasts is kind of how you just described yourself. In a million years, I would not be sitting down having a conversation with, as I think you, earthy, barefoot, that. So that's what I love about this, because, I'm now talking to someone who's just in a totally different, I don't say headspace, but just a totally different person. And it's great. And I enjoy it so much. So I'm glad you said that, because I'm now looking forward to this even more.
Yeah.
So the one thing is very indicative when reading about you is like your passion towards this, but not necessarily towards, as you said, just like performing or one aspect of it, but the entire thing. So as a follow-up to you said before, so you've got this self-created almost business degree where you kind of select a little bit, how to kind of specialize it. So now you get out of college, you have this degree, what you don't want to do because you've tried something and hated it.
Yeah.
So now you leave college. It's like, what was your plan at that point?
Yeah, and I think because I was gonna go to LA and I didn't, and I followed my parents' rule. I kind of didn't tell anyone what I was doing. So the day I graduated college, I was like, "Hey, everyone, I'm moving to Portland with my partner," and I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want any ears. Like I had spent my whole life just falling in line. Like if I had a choice, I wouldn't have went to college. So it was
Sure.
kind of this like big thing for me to be like, I'm moving to a place where I have no connection or ties to, and except for one person. And I had two rules, which is get a job in the music industry.
Mhm.
And if I didn't by the end of summer, I would move to LA. And I was very lucky. I applied to 4 venues. I got 3 callbacks. I picked the venue that paid, that wasn't
Mhm.
like a
Yeah.
unpaid internship. And I worked for them for 7 years. And from there, I
Doing what?
integrated. I was their head of, well, it was artist liaison, but basically like their marketing person.
Mhm.
It was a nonprofit called the Old Church. It's still open. But because it was such a small staff, I really got to bring my young ideas and
Mhm.
just try everything. Like they had never run Facebook ads, so I got to like practice running Facebook ads.
Mhm.
And from there, I got poached to Roseland Theater, which was a bigger capacity. It was a 1,400, and he owned 3 venues on the West Coast. And I was doing full tour runs with $30,000 budgets of Facebook ads. I was going from $100,
Sure.
and that's how I met so many people. And I decided right when COVID hit, like, I'm quitting all of this and I'm going to start doing this for me. I have enough knowledge, and I'm ready to take it and go from
So
here.
when you say do it for you, you're now talking about at this point getting into the performance side again.
So I was doing the performance, but people knew me as the marketing guru person. Like
Sure.
everyone in Portland knew me to come. Like if you want artist marketing, go to her. And so they didn't see me as Kingsley yet, as the stage artist that I was. I didn't even have purple hair. Like I wasn't even fully into my brand yet.
Wait, you weren't born with that hair color? That's artificial?
I will send you the Amazon link. We could twin
Uh,
next year. It's
Thank you,
okay.
Kim. I won't need as much as you, so it's fine.
So yeah, it was a growing thing. And I think I realized, as you get older, fear sets in, right? A
Mhm.
reality, like I have to pay back these loans or I have to pay these bills. Like I can't do my craft as much. COVID happened and I was like, I am so unhappy doing everyone else's things. How can I do my own? Like
Yeah.
what do I need to do? And it was quitting everything, which was crazy. I thought I would work for venues for the rest of my life. And,
Mhm. But you did
um,
this at a weird time.
yeah.
You did this
Well,
when
not a weird
basically
time. Everything was shut down anyways. You might as well start working on yourself, you know?
absolutely. All right, fair point. Thank you. But at the same point in time, it's a challenge to kind of get yourself out there, but when the only person you're basically seeing is who you're kind of, locked in a home with.
Yeah, I went inwards though. What I mean is like I kind of I realized my fear is not success, because no matter what I do in life, I'm going to put my whole heart in it. My fear
Mhm.
is success for what I actually dream of. And so I love to give and it's my favorite thing to do, but I will put my chips in everyone else's basket. And so I needed to teach myself how to put my chips in my own basket.
Yeah.
And that was the time to do it, to sit with myself and be like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Mhm.
Let's be realistic right now.
So what's your passion then? Like right, so now we're
This.
in COVID. Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. So what is this? Because we talk about, as I said, you're so multifaceted. So what is your passion? Is it the performing and the singing?
It's bringing the world joy, and so whatever that looks like is different day to day, and I try to
Really,
remember that.
that's the answer you're going to give
Bringing the
me?
world joy. Look at this moment. We're smiling, we're geeking, we're laughing. Whoever's watching this is going to be cracking up. I think if I set my day up being like, I'm going to get all of these tasks done, I get overwhelmed and I get stressed. But if
Okay.
I start my day off saying, I want to feel really good, and I want to feel love, whatever happens, that's the feeling that I want to feel, and I get way more things done. It's not like
Mhm.
I have to wake up and I need to make $1,000 because I have this recording session and I want to work with this mixer. That's too much. That's
Mhm.
too much pressure. I wake up and I'm like, I want to feel so much love and joy. So what needs to happen to make
Okay.
that?
So I'm going to ask you what you just said. I'm going to ask you your own question. So besides making people happy, which is nice, but that's a little generic, in a great way, great call. What is the best way for you that makes you happy to make other people happy? Is it the
I'm gonna
singing? Is it the helping them?
Yeah, I mean, well, everything. So I own a branding agency, and that's not always
Okay,
me singing, right?
right,
I just work with this financial planner in Ideas by Mike, rebuilt their whole thing. It was amazing and it was awesome and it made me feel good. That wasn't singing, you
sure,
know? So it's
yeah.
being creative and like giving to people. So if that's singing today, if that's sitting on a podcast, if that's literally making my friends dinner because I'm in Chicago for a night and I can cook fried chicken and they love it's my grandma's
Oh, we need
recipe.
to talk about that.
That's
When are you going
important.
to be in Jersey? I like fried
That's
chicken.
important. I'm actually going to be in New York soon, so I can make a little
All right,
call.
we got to make that happen.
So yeah, it seems generic to say like anything and everything that brings me joy, but I learned that if I limit myself in these things, I won't have fun all the time.
Yeah,
Like there's nothing is fun about opening up your thing and like emailing press kits to people for,
right.
that's not fun.
No,
But
no.
if I get to make this bio that like makes me feel really good, like how do
Mhm.
I want to present myself in this way? Who do I get to connect with? How do I get these things? It brings me joy to do that.
Because work is work, and for a lot of people, unfortunately, and there's a reason it's called a job, and there's a reason it's called work because it's a necessity to pay the bills and be that. So if you're one of the lucky ones, which it sounds like you are, but work can also be playtime at the same time,
Yes, I'm one
then
of the
that's
lucky ones now, but I feel
yeah.
like it was a big old mindset switch. And my ex,
Hmm.
who, we didn't work out for a lot of reasons, taught me so much about making work play and not being like the switch over. And a lot of influencers say this, but like instead of being like I have to X, Y, and Z, say I get to. And I didn't really notice how often I would say like I have to email this thing, I have to set
Yeah,
up this thing, and I have to do this. And so I would say I'm the lucky one now, but if I was still sitting at Roseland Theater with this type of mindset, I think I would have connected and enjoyed it more because I would have been
yeah,
Kingsley every day. And I
sure.
wasn't. I was
Yeah.
pretending to be, you know.
So let's break down all of your talents. Let's go category by category. So let's start with the music first. So you're an indie singer. All right. I kind of know what that means, but kind of talk to me about your music and,
Yeah.
do you write your own stuff? What inspires you? Kind of that thing.
Yeah. So I have an opera background, like an opera degree. Technically, it's in vocal performance, but
I
it's in
won't ask you to sing.
I will not do it. I left opera in 2010.
All right.
um
Wait, let me cross that off the list. No opera. Okay, got it. Good.
Never, never again. Bless those arts. But indie artist basically means independent artist, and the
Mhm.
only difference between mainstream and independent, it means I pay for this shit myself. Stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, I pay for this poop myself. That's what indie means. Basically, everything that I do, I am funding it. So if they don't say indie in front of it, and you can have an indie label, which means like they don't make a lot, but they're really helping you.
Yeah.
But I am independent.
But a lot of times people think of indie music in a certain way. But
Yeah.
but indie music, where you're saying it could be grunge, it could be rock, it could be soft, it could be anything.
So that's why I say indie
Yeah.
pop because I do
Yeah.
pop music.
Hmm.
And so indie rock or
So
indie
give me
folk.
a performer, and I know everyone has their own sound. But
Yeah.
if someone said, who do you kind of relate to in
Yeah.
terms of your vibe?
I get a lot of different. So, like my voice, people tell me I sound a lot like Jessie Reyes or Now or Nao, however you want to say her name. Those are like the like rustic,
Okay.
very soulful esque sound.
Hmm.
Or I've had people tell me Amy Winehouse. I don't like to compare myself to, but that's what people say.
I get it.
And then for like my aesthetic, it's like very high energy. So it's giving
Mhm.
very much like Megan the Stallion and Cardi B of like just being myself on stage. And if
Hmm.
I feel good, you're about to feel good.
Yeah.
And then my sound, it's changed so much. So my last record was a breakup record. And so it was pop music, but it was real sad lyrics. You were like,
Sure.
she was not okay. This new record is just I was in London for 6 months, and
Hmm.
it's just about exploring life outside of your bubble and leaving America. I was in Iceland, and then I was in Lisbon, and I was in at all of these places, and I realized like I am so small and this world is so big.
Oh yeah. We
um
all are. We're all small.
yeah, and so this new sound is just about freedom to express myself and the autonomy of my own happiness. So whatever that means to you.
So what's your? Because you mentioned two things. You love being on stage, high energy, entertaining. So when you're performing, and you might say there's no difference, or maybe you've never thought about it. What part of it do you really love? Is it the singing or is it the performing? Because there is a difference.
Yeah, it's so. I black out a lot on stage. Like I don't remember what happens
Okay.
because I
You're
really get
so
in
in
the
the moment.
flow, so into it, and so I really enjoy the performance more because
Okay.
like going out into the crowd and grabbing someone's hand and getting to sing
Think
to
you
them, and
froze.
for a moment in time, you know, it's you and I right here right now. But I really enjoy singing because my band is amazing and I love doing 3-part harmonies, and we did like an acoustic live record and it's so beautiful, like so musical.
I do like
So
acoustic.
me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
I'll do harmony with you right now.
Yeah,
No.
you sing the note. Like you start it. I'll
The
figure out where to
problem
go.
is, I don't think you'll be able to harmonize to my note
I
because
can figure it out.
it's a strong possibility you've not heard that note before. Yeah.
That's good. We can make history right
Yeah.
now.
And if one of your band members can produce this note, you need to get them out of your band immediately. Yeah.
Okay. I will let them know.
Yeah. We were driving. When I drive in a car with my wife, we don't listen to a lot of music. We usually talk, or it's literally silent for no reason. We like music, but it's not like I need to have music on kind of thing. So I said, listen, it's a good 4-hour drive. Let's put some music on. And we were in the middle of nowhere, so it was the first radio station I found. So we're listening, and by the second song, I recognize the song. So not even intentionally, just when you're sitting there quietly, I start singing it, and I forget what it was. And then she hits the button and goes, "This is why we don't turn on the radio." Yeah.
She was like, I need peace right
That
now.
she goes, "I
Peace.
would rather sit here in silence than for every
Then
third
get this
song you to
headache.
sing the chorus." Yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna avoid that, but
That's okay.
we
That's
can pretend that
okay.
we would have made wonderful harmony.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the best approach. We take it from there. Yeah.
Okay.
So what kind of venues are you performing in?
So, whenever I travel, I work with this amazing company called So Far Sounds, and basically they put up these intimate shows around the world. They started in London, but they're in 300 different countries, and they basically it's secret shows where the people don't know the location until 36 hours before they get emailed, and they don't know the artist until you're right on stage, and so and it's in these most crazy places. I played on this rooftop that overlooks Seattle and this lady's home who was this Fortune 500 founder. It was amazing. And so those are really, really fun because you never know where you're going to be, who you're going to meet, who you're going to connect with. And I really enjoy just working with that company. And then otherwise, it's opening up for people, which has been
Okay.
just an honor to get to do. And
Yeah, and
those
you've
are
opened
just
up for some pretty nice people. I
I
saw some list. Yeah, so
yeah.
talk about that really quick. Some of the people you've opened for.
Yeah, so a lot of it was from working at the Roseland and just people being like, "Oh, we need a last minute person," and I'm
Yeah,
like, "Hi, hello,"
yeah,
and after doing a couple of those and then being like, "Oh wow, she was really good. We
yeah.
should we should have her on more." I got really connected and have gotten some crazy like random things where people are
Mm-hmm.
like, "Hey, are you in Portland right now? We want to put you on the show." And so the coolest one that I've gotten was before COVID, sadly, but SG Lewis, which I had been a fan of
Mm-hmm.
for years, and just getting to open, and then afterwards, just talking with him, and like we ended up going out afterwards and with his whole band, and I was like, this is so surreal. Like I remember listening to your music years ago, and I'm like with you right now. What
Yeah,
a humble moment in my life.
it's. I will say that we work with some people in the sports and entertainment world, a lot of our clients, and it's weird when you get a client that you knew first
Yes.
from either watching them at a sporting event or on a TV show or something, and
Yes,
now
and you're
you're
like,
just
you're
having
here. You're
conversations with them.
here. Like,
You're
you're
here
real.
and
You're
you're at
just
dinner with them, and at the beginning it's, oh my God, that guy from TV. But pretty quickly it evolves to, oh, it's just the guy across the table. It's either a client or a friend or something like that. It's a
yeah, the
very interesting
human.
evolution.
Yeah, you get the human thing sets in where you're like, oh my gosh, you're
Yeah.
literally
You're
just like
starstruck
me.
at the beginning,
Yeah, just like
and then
me.
you're like, this is a normal guy. We're just hanging out, we're vibing, and it's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's fun.
really, really, really cool.
All right, so let's move to another aspect of your life, and that is your lipstick line.
Yes,
And I'm going
yes.
to guess you are wearing
Well,
part of your lipstick line right now.
always have this. This is my favorite one.
And the name of
Yes.
your company is Event Cosmetics?
So it's actually produced through Event
Okay.
Cosmetics. It's called the Kingsley Collection by Event
Oh,
Cosmetics.
that's such a great alliteration.
Yes, Kingsley Collection by. So this was started out of COVID. Actually, my best friend Haley Johnson, who is a famous musician, you should definitely have her on the show. She's in Germany right now touring. She's incredible. She inspires me every day.
Well, I'll make you a
Her,
deal. I'll have her on the show if you connect me to her.
yes, I will.
There you
She's so
go.
great. She's a little
Okay.
sweetie pie.
Maybe
Her
I'll get you
mom
both on
worked.
and you'll sing for me.
Oh, we have a song together, so that could be possible.
There
That
you
could
go.
be.
I like
It
it.
could. Her mom worked at this beauty shop called Event Cosmetics, and so Haley and I would like go in there on like New Year's and get our
Mhm.
makeup done and just hang out with Catherine and her mom Diane. And when COVID happened, I moved downtown like a month before, and so I was just doing my walk by myself downtown, and I saw the lights on in her shop, and I'm like banging on the door. I'm like, human connection, are you in here? And I went inside her store and I, complained like we all do, like I finished this record. What should I do with it? When is
Yeah.
the world opening up again? It's already June. I don't
Hmm.
know what I'm doing. And she said, like, why don't you release the song with one of my lipsticks? That way, people are shopping at my shop because people aren't, coming in,
Yeah.
and you now can put at least something out to hold you over. And that turned into this incredible product line where now we have 6 products. 3 of them are named after singles and 3 of them are just like care
Oh,
for
nice.
your lips. And it's been so awesome. We got a couple grants. I've done a couple pop-ups, and yeah, I've learned so much about beauty because of her, and
Hmm.
it
So
inspired me to get bolder and bigger, and yeah.
that was probably nice for you as you kind of have this experience in the marketing world.
Yeah. Oh,
So this is
yeah.
probably a big. So do you have how do you sell it besides these pop-ups? You have a website
Yeah.
or?
So everything is on the website. The pop ups are really great. Obviously, after my shows, I have a
Hmm.
whole
Sure.
merch table
Hmm. So
that
what's the
that has
website?
what? IamKingsley.com. It's just up,
Okay,
and you
there you
click
go.
shop. It's that simple. You
I am
click shop.
King, and Kingsley is Kingsley.
Yes, it is.
I
Yeah.
am Kingsley.com.
Yeah.
Check that out. Not that I need lipstick, but I'm still going to check it out.
Hey, they are great. They are great gifts. Great gifts. I
Okay.
think we are sold out. And I'm about to turn it back on for Black Friday. But I turn it off and on because I get overwhelmed.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
will turn it back
Well,
on
between you and me, I'm
probably.
not getting my daughter's the purple. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it.
This is black. There's purple, but there's a shimmery one that could be eyeshadow. It could be highlight. It's a mood changer. It changes depending on the balance of your pH, and it's gorgeous. So there's different ones.
All
They're
right.
cool. They're cool.
I'm more receptive to those, the purple or the black. I don't know.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
That's
You
okay.
know,
They're
I'm a
gonna wear
pretty
it
conservative.
eventually. They're
Look at
gonna
me. I'm a
wear it
pretty
eventually.
conservative guy. We're not going purple.
Wearing Adidas? No.
All right. Normally, I don't wear a sweatsuit to work, but I am a few days removed from
Just
surgery.
judging
I'm a
you.
few days removed from surgery, so I haven't
This
been doing
isn't
a lot of
judge free. You're
driving.
allowed to do whatever you want. I'm just
No, but
giving
I'm explaining myself. You brought it up. Okay, I won't even show you the matching sweatpants on the bottom, so that you're not going to see that.
you.
But right now, my focus is comfort because there's still some recovery going on here.
Well, I'm glad
So
you are fully back.
would I miss an opportunity to talk to you? I mean, come on. If I had a crawl here, I would have crawled here. Come on. So as your career's going to unfold, you mentioned 5-year plan before kind of thing, the next 5, 10 years, between your makeup lines, your performing, your other work that you do, how would you like to see it all kind of continue?
Yeah, I actually have a big meeting with my whole team, and we do the dream. I think for me it changes a lot. I do a meditation every morning. That's like the to be in the energy of Kingsley, right? The Madison Square Garden selling out a show, Kingsley Energy. But today I
Hmm.
decided to do the most perfectly relaxed day, and so magically dream that up. It's hard for me to be like, this is exactly where I want to be. I just know I want to touch millions and millions of souls.
Hmm.
And so how that comes to be every day in these meditations kind of changes, and that changes what, I think like 2 weeks ago I was telling my team, like, I want to do more podcast. I haven't done podcasts in so long, and they're like,
Yeah.
like, let's go. And so I don't know where it will be years from now, but I know that I want to use my voice and my talents to really Make the world feel good. Make the world feel love. You know, we all deserve some love.
Yeah, but see, I have a problem with that because your last album you said was a lot of breakup
But
songs.
you had to get through it. One of the songs is called Therapy, and that
Oh,
I wrote in therapy. Oh my gosh, my best friend used to listen to Angel all the time, and she texted me a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "It's strange, I haven't listened to it in a while." And I said,
hmm,
"That's what it's for. You're not supposed to always be in this
right.
this version." And so to move with me, you know, to grow with me, and I'll experience heartbreak again. Hopefully not, but if I do, I'm gonna write about it. Lord knows I'm gonna write.
Well, listen. What do they say? For every person, only one relationship doesn't end in heartbreak.
Oh, well, where are they?
Oh,
I just want to talk. Just kidding.
all right. So this is now turning into a dating show. Okay, Bachelor number one.
Are they? But duality exists, and I think that's about
Mhm,
happiness. Like you can
mhm,
experience heartbreak and be happy, right? Two things can happen at once, and so
sure.
that's what my record is. That
Well, I don't
heartbreak
think it's
record.
easy, but someone like you, I think it's easier for because I think for a lot of people who go through heartbreak, they're going through heartbreak, and that's really all they can kind of focus on,
Yeah.
or and so forth. But for you, who has such a, you can tell even in just talking to you for 20 minutes through a screen here, you have such an out of line in a positive way, positive energy
Thank you.
that you're able to go through probably heartbreak at the same point in time, look at the good at it. Well, this is great because this is building character, and everyone else is like, no, this is miserable. And you're looking at it as a great moment in your life as you're like, on your fourth box of Kleenex.
Yes, I go through them. I get it out. I'm like, oh, this cry was great, guys. Wasn't this cry great?
That's right. Yeah. So you're gonna look at a cry as a positive. Yes.
Yes, I had to get it out of my body. Get it out of me.
Amazing. So you said you have a few different products. So would you like to see the makeup thing grow, or is that really not where you think you're? I know
Man,
you keep saying,
I
and it's
just
a
talked.
great goal. I just
No,
want to make people be happy and feel
I,
good.
yeah, I was just thinking, like, man, should I have another collection come out with this new record? Or do I want to get into new product? And I think I'm leaving it open for the universe, right? I know that I love this and I know that this is good, but there are more, like, not everyone wears lipstick, so maybe I switch into nail polish or maybe eyeshadow or whatever, something else, flip flops, who knows? Um,
Ooh,
I just want it to
I'd
be.
be interested in the flip flops. The first few things,
Just
not
trying to get some
the
slides.
first few things, not so much.
So I don't know. I literally have my new record's done and we're looking at the songs and the products that's coming with it. And I know the first one I definitely want to do like a wine glass because I'm a big wine girly.
Okay.
But I just want to make sure that it's authentic to me, and that's the hardest part. Like I feel like if I started pumping out more product, that would feel very much like corporate. And
Hmm.
each product means something to me. There's a reason why this color's black. And so if I kind of lose myself and being like, we need more lipsticks and we need these things, that doesn't make me feel good. And I cannot do something that doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't work that
Right.
way. I have a big
But
mouth. I will
but that's
let
the
people
fine
know.
line. As a business gets more successful and bigger,
Yeah.
it feels a lot less about the feel good and it becomes more of the business side.
Yeah, oh man, I've been following. I'm in the Mind Valley app. Vision Lakiani. Hopefully, I say his name right. He did a podcast with Jay Shetty, and I read his book for the 6 phase meditation. I've been doing it for a year every day. It's
Mhm.
amazing. It's awesome. I keep getting ads now in the app, and it's $100 a month for the app first, and so it's
Mhm.
shifting. It's shifting from
Right,
this
of course, because they
pure
have to pay for it.
amazing
Yeah.
thing. And so, yeah, I don't know. And I was just talking to all my friends about this because there's a lot of darkness in Hollywood, and they're like, if you see anything, will you say stuff? And I'm like, you know, my mouth, I speak
Right,
up,
right.
you know? And they're like,
Hmm.
what if you get blackballed? And I'm like, wow, these are very interesting hypotheticals. What I can tell people, whatever I do in life and however big it gets, my mother does not play. Okay. So you think that my mom would come right in and be like, absolutely not, we're shutting everything down. And so luckily for me, I have a whole family system and a whole team behind me that will
Yeah.
humble me and bring me back to my core,
Well,
which
because
is
you make a good point where it's great to be vocal. It's great to speak your mind, but there is potential that could come with a cost on the financial or the business side. So as you're looking to grow your music or your makeup or anything like that, pissing off people sometimes is not the best approach to that.
somebody's got to do it. I think for me,
No,
I
that's right.
don't. So
And
me.
it could be you, but I'm saying potentially potentially these could come with negative repercussions.
It's hard to say what I will care for because I haven't had $1 million hung over my head. But what I can say is I have a very strong moral
Good.
ground. And I don't really care about money. I do care about things. Trust me. I was a digital nomad for a year. I've lived in hostels. I've lived in fancy places. I do care about money, but I don't care about it at the expense of other people. And so
No,
I feel like
sure.
I will be a good person. I think.
I get it.
It's on air right now. This is it.
But you need money. We all need money. Now, how much we need is all subjective in terms of what's defined as a need versus a want. But we all need.
Just in case the universe is listening, it's a lot.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot more than I'm letting on right now. I'm really all about the money. I want to make as much as I can in any way possible, please. See, now that we've had this conversation, next year I'll be watching like American Idol, and you're gonna freaking walk out on the TV auditioning. And I'm like, wait a minute, I know her.
You should put bets. Put bets. Get some money from that.
My money's on Kingsley. There you go. The next year I'm gonna put on The Voice. There you go. Maybe we'll see that. And you're looking to meet someone. There's all those dating shows now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so much. Yeah. No.
But I can see you. We joked about that? Is that ever an aspect that you'd consider some form of reality TV? Because you definitely have a personality that these shows would be drawn to you.
Every time I do something so silly, my best friend's like, this is why we need a GoPro on my forehead so that people can see you being in yourself. Yes, I would totally do reality TV show, but like unscripted because I'm just my normal self and I'm just really goofy. Yes, absolutely. I was actually voted in high school most likely to be kicked off of a reality TV show for fighting.
Well, okay. How can I say this nicely? When I was in high school, there weren't reality TV shows.
Oh.
So that was not a category at that time.
Oh, wow. So what was it like most likely to be kicked off an island?
It would have been most likely to be kicked off a situational comedy. No, I don't know. But it definitely wouldn't have been a reality show because, those probably didn't start until, I was probably 7-8 years out of college when MTV kind of started, coming up with
Real
those like
World.
beach house shows.
The Real World. I was not allowed to watch them. My mom said, if you want to watch The Real World, look outside the window. And I was like,
yeah. But that was one of the first ones. And then when they became competitive shows, it was really Survivor. That kind of started that whole genre.
I was allowed to watch that one. That was
because that was pretty harmless. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
But some of the dating shows are pretty, pretty interesting. And then the ones that I don't really get into, which some of my daughters like, is the ones it's like the family dramas, whether it's the Kardashians or
I don't watch
the Vanderpump, whatever those people. I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure.
I don't actually watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, really?
No, I like working. I really enjoy it.
So all right, so in your free time, so you're in Chicago now, and you're done making your fried chicken, and it's 4:00, and all your friends are busy tonight, and you have nothing to do. How are you gonna spend a night?
To the winery with my laptop. Right. So I stare at a screen all day. So if I have a chance, I will literally turn on instrumental beats on YouTube and just make up a song and then not write it down. Go to the next song, make it up, switch to a rap beat, make it up by myself, drinking by myself, just enjoying, being goofy, just being free and creative.
And some of those actually become your songs?
Absolutely not. None of them are good.
I was going to say, is that because of the wine?
I don't know. Because I don't put actually one of the choruses I wrote was so good. I was like, what if this song, I bet you think this song is about you, right? I was like, what if that song, what if she said, I bet you think the song is about you because it is, and what if it was to a pop punk Avril Lavigne type of beat? So I typed in,
vain.
Yes! Or yes, well, I was thinking of the remix with Janet Jackson, but we'll go to the original.
Again, I'm a lot older than you, okay?
We'll go to the original. It's okay.
I have to go to the original because that's my age.
The original.
But it bothered me as I heard that verse. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm humming in my head. What's the next line? I know this is a line I know.
You're so vain. So I like to be fun and creative and not put parameters on it. Otherwise, it'll get too serious, and I'll start to be like, I have to make a masterpiece. So yeah.
Give me another one. I'm just kidding. No.
I'm sweating.
Come on, let's play the game. Give me more lyrics. Let's see. No. Yeah. And I don't know a lot of music, so the fact that I pulled that one off is pretty good.
Yes. That's so Yeah, it's not really, I don't really want to sit and watch. If I am watching TV, I'm one of those people who watch the same shows over and over again, like Bob's Burger, New Girl, Avatar, The Last Airbender. I'm like I
All right,
like
New
a lot of,
Girl. I'm with you on New Girl. My one daughter begs me to watch that with her because she watched
so
the whole thing
funny.
and
It's
binged it and
so
loved it. So I've
funny.
seen a couple episodes with her, and I was very impressed with it.
It's so funny. I can
Yeah,
quote so many episodes. It's scary. So if I am
yeah.
watching TV, it's lighthearted. I can't watch,
So you're not one to just put on a new movie. You're one to watch something that you've already seen before.
a lighthearted new movie like an animation. It's gotta make me feel good. There's so much in the world. I gotta if I'm watching this screen, it's gotta make me feel good.
So what kind of movies besides animated? Because I'm, not really, not like a romantic I'm talking about feel goods. Like romantic comedies are feel goods, but you just threw up on the screen for those
No.
not watching. So we're guessing no. So obviously horrors aren't feel good because
Oh,
people are getting,
absolutely
so
not.
we don't
I
want
don't.
necessarily dramas which don't always end happy.
No.
So
And I
basically
don't.
there's no kind of movie you like that
There's
actual people are in.
tons. Yes, there's
So
tons
give
of
me a movie, a
animation
feel good
movies.
movie that you've enjoyed that
Well,
isn't
they're
animated.
animation that
No, that
isn't
isn't
animated.
animated, Kingsley, not animated.
Oh my gosh.
You listen, you're a lot younger than me, but you've been around long enough that you can think of one movie that's not animated that you made you feel good.
High School Musical.
One, two, or three.
Oh my gosh, great
Wait,
question.
wait, before you
See?
say it,
Yes.
rate for me your favorites, one, two, and three, because I could do this. One,
1, 3, 2.
me too.
Yes, because 2 was just I didn't they had money, but they didn't really know what they were doing. But I'm
I
like, come
didn't
on.
like, from a music perspective. God, this is awful. People I know are listening to this, but I don't care.
Good.
I have two daughters. It's okay. There was really only one song I liked out of two.
Is it bet on it?
No, not at all.
It's okay, that's my favorite one.
Really?
Yes, he's not gonna stop.
I wish he did though, because I really didn't like that song. No, see, I'm more of a. Well, I shouldn't say that. You Are the Music in Me was okay, kind of catchy, but every day,
Yeah.
I thought every day the finale. I like that
Oh,
one.
that's a good one. Yeah. 2 just like I feel like the storyline, like I don't dance like you
Yeah,
do
the
dance.
baseball
It's
scene.
yeah, it's okay. Like just dance. Like we already went through the first movie where everyone got to be something different. Why are we
Yeah,
continuing it?
yeah.
But the
But
third
three,
movie,
three was
so
great.
good. 3 was great. It was my senior year of high school, and we had like we watched it. It was in May, right before we
Mm-hmm.
graduated, and we're all crying because we're all not going to the same college. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's, and it was just so beautiful and just so
Yeah,
cute.
three was great. I really liked three. I thought three had some great music.
Yes, yes. The
Yeah.
Troy solo song, where the wall's moving. Why can't I
See,
hear
we
it?
like different kinds of songs. I know what you're talking about, where it looks like he's upside down. Yeah, no,
Yes.
I'm more of the I don't know, I'm more of the like the group songs, kind of like an everyday or like that. Now, not the
Yeah.
finale there, High School Musical, a little too fast, but the one, oh God, it's in my head right now, but I'm not singing it. Sunny and rainy, it's all right. Friend like you always make that one. Friend like you always makes it.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
one's okay. I feel like because I was going through turbulence and that song spoke to me because I wanted to go to LA so bad and my parents wanted me to go to college and I feel like that song spoke to me that I'm like, who am I supposed to be?
Yeah.
Everyone's
See,
telling
I'm
me who
just
to
looking at
be.
it. I'm with my young kids. I'm looking to be entertained.
No, Disney like sung to my heart. I was like, you guys get what I'm going through right now. It's all
So
happening to
were you a
me.
Disney Channel girl?
I didn't have a choice. So my parents said gospel music or Disney. And so I was like whatever I listened to, they wouldn't
Okay.
like monitor or censor. Like either these, you get these two things that we will not censor. And so
So
I
did
went
you watch
hard.
all the Disney shows from Hannah
Everything.
Montana,
And,
Sweet
oh
Life?
yes, my Sweet 16 was at the movie theater for the Hannah Montana movie. Okay, it was on my birthday. I was like, me and
Also
Hannah
great
are the
songs in
same.
that one.
So good. Yeah, no, I watched. And Disney really shaped how I wrote. I loved how they could take the most complicated feelings of life and put it in the most simplest of terms.
So
And
did you
I
see
write that
what
way.
happened? It was yesterday, I think, with the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It was all
No.
over my feeds yesterday.
Yeah, no. You're gonna kill me. I'm not on the internet as much.
Okay, well I'm going to tell you anyway. But apparently not apparently there was an episode of Sweet Life where the two of them try and get into this fancy restaurant. And they say they have a table, and they say yes, you can have a table November 16th, 2023.
Oh, so it just happened.
It was yesterday. So
So they
I saw that clip literally 40 times on my phone through every social media. It's that clip because now it is November 16, 2023, and it's like,
well,
Zach and
now I
Cody, your
wanna.
table's ready.
I'm putting it in my notes so that in my to-do
Yeah,
list, so I watch it.
yeah. Literally, it popped up everywhere yesterday.
It's on my to-do list now. Watch Zach and Cody.
Yeah, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's literally yesterday. But yeah, so having the two young daughters, we spent a lot of time watching all those Disney Channel shows.
Yeah.
Sweet
Yeah.
Life, Jessie,
Jesse.
Good
That's a
Luck
good one.
Charlie, all those
Oh,
shows. Yeah.
it's a good one too. See, I haven't thought about these. Oh, it's such a good show. Yes.
What
Yes.
did I tell you before we started talking today? Before we were offline,
It's
I
gonna
said
go wherever.
these conversations sometimes go somewhere. And I'm pretty sure when I woke up today, I said, I got a podcast today. I have a feeling I'm going to be rating the 3 High School Musical movies. See, I didn't necessarily envision that happening. But you see, it just kind of
It's a
happens.
good day. It's a good day. And we have the same rating, so it's a really good day.
That is shocking because my kids do not agree with me. They like 2 better than 3. Very disappointed with 2. Yeah. I won't even ask you how you rate all the Disney shows because that'll take another hour. But yeah,
Oh, nice.
and I forgot Wizards of Waverly Place also, which was a good one.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Selena Gomez raised me. Selena Gomez raised me.
Yeah,
I just found out one of my favorite songwriters, Mina Long. She wrote a lot of Disney songs, and I wondered
really?
why I loved her. And yeah, she wrote "Who Says" by Selena Gomez, and that's one of my favorite songs.
I know that one too.
Yes, so
It's
yeah.
amazing when you look back at those old shows, the evolution of their careers, how some of them are still now 30, 20 years, whatever, is so relevant in different genres, whether it's the Jonas Brothers musically, Miley Cyrus musically, Selena Gomez, who now has a great acting career with her, Hulu show, Demi Lovato, who's done a bunch of, it really is amazing when you think about how those people
shaped
have
our
really stood the
lives.
test of time.
Shaped our world.
Yeah, they really have. And they became, if you go over to Nickelodeon and you think about some of those shows, then you think about watching Ariana Grande.
Yes, Zendaya.
Yeah. It really is amazing. Where a lot of them didn't, but a lot of them just became not even like big, but like
Palmer.
big.
Kiki Palmer was my Nickelodeon queen. She's doing so amazing. Yeah.
That was before my kids a little bit. So that was what True Jackson was called.
Yes, True Jackson VP.
Yeah.
That show was
Yeah.
so good.
So I didn't see that one regularly, but yeah, I know of the show. But when my kids were younger, it was the iCarlys. It was Victoria, Drake, and Josh.
I just rewatched iCarly during COVID. I was like, let me rewatch this, and it was just as funny as an adult to be.
Well, that's the thing. When you have to watch enough shows with your kids, it's important to find shows that at least entertain you also. And that's why a lot of those you could be entertained. A lot of them you couldn't. Like, I couldn't watch any more Dora the Explorers because after 1, it's the exact same thing. So you want to shoot yourself. You couldn't watch any more Barney after a while. But I could watch the High School Musical movies because there was a storyline and there was good music. And
everything.
Some of those Sweet Lives were funny. And, if I had to sit and watch an hour of TV with them, at least I'm watching something that wasn't paining me.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I really did like those. See, all right, new goal. Make a note. You want to get yourself on a Disney show.
New note. After Sweet Life and Cody.
After you watch Sweet Life, Cliff, you're going to get yourself on a Disney show.
Busy Fridays.
Hey, say sorry. I know you were hoping to take the rest of the day off, but you didn't realize this podcast comes with homework.
I have to, Disney show, do it. Look at it, it's in there.
So before we wrap up, I know you say you don't go on the internet a lot, but if people want to follow you, what are your handles on different social medias?
Yes. So I don't watch the internet. I am a part of the internet. That's the parameters.
Okay. If you say so.
I have a 30-minute timer on TikTok. So if by the time I post my TikTok and do my growing, and then if I start scrolling, it times out. So if I don't do the work I'm supposed to do and it's timed out, I'm in big trouble with myself.
But what is the time for a day? 30 minutes a day?
30 minutes a day. That's it. That's to edit everything. It's 30 minutes, girl. You don't, because you get sucked in and
Yeah. So would you like to give your platforms or your handles?
Sure. It's actually just Kingsley Music on everything. So
Kingsley Music.
Yo Kingsley Music, or if you just go YO. Yo.
So Yo Kingsley Music. Okay.
I'm still a millennial. We say yo still. It's okay. It's
all
cool.
right. I'm gonna look you up on Instagram, all that good stuff.
But if you want to just go to my website, that's better. It's iamkingsley.com because that will take you to the most important thing, which is my music.
Perfect. Well, the big news is by the end of today, you will have an extra follower on TikTok and Instagram.
Hopefully your girls, because they'll notice my songs are written very, very. They'll be like,
right.
okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell them as we're talking right now, let me just make sure I can find you. So make sure you're not lying to all of us here.
I never lie. My
So
last name's Lincoln. Honest Abe. We are honest folk.
oh, that's true. So
Never lie.
it's Yo.
Yo Kingsley. That's
Yo
it.
King. Oh, damn it. If I could type right. Yo Kingsley. There, Yo Kingsley Music.
Yeah, I already tagged
Oh,
you.
it's funny. My firm's already following you. Go
And
figure.
I tagged you and you guys reposted it.
Look at that.
See?
Well, now I am following you personally as well.
Thank you. This
You
was
see that?
great. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
you have slightly more followers than me.
That's okay though.
Yeah, I'm a solid like 130ish, so it's pretty good.
If 130 people were in the room right now applauding you, you would be overwhelmed. Could they?
Oh no,
they
a lot of
even
the people
fit?
don't like me, so none of them would be applauding me. Yeah,
But they'd still be in the room. Haters.
they'd be in the room. But 40 of
Good
them would probably be
publicity
throwing
is
stuff
bad
at me.
publicity. That's okay. That's okay.
Exactly. Well, listen, I've had a really good time talking to you.
Same.
I love your positivity. I love, again, for people that aren't watching, what's made this fun is you've had a big smile on your face for the entire 45 minutes we've been talking, which is just wonderful. So just being around you, even through the screen, just makes you've accomplished your goal. Because I feel good about myself because, like I said, you've been smiling nonstop. So
that warms my heart. My day is done. I'm taking off.
Yeah.
Minus my 2 things. I'm done.
Minus your 2
today.
things, you can have the rest of the day
done.
off.
Yeah, this
That's
was
right.
great. Thank you
All right, well,
so
Kingsley,
much.
it's been an absolute pleasure. I thank you for giving us the time, and I wish you nothing but success going forward.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Adeptus On-Air. If you like this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. If you have a question related to this episode or have a request for what you would like to hear, please email us at marketing@adeptuscpas.com. You can also find us at adeptuscpas.com online or follow us at Adeptus on social media. The views and opinions by the podcast speakers and guests are solely their own and do not reflect the opinions of Adeptus. This podcast provides general information only and is not intended to constitute advice.